Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today we are going to be playing with the Winter Bliss DOT team. So we're playing against the Halo comp, but before we actually get into the matchup and before we actually get into the match, I want to thank everyone that has donated already for the tournament. The support has been outstanding. In just one day we actually reached the tournament goal, so we're actually raising funds for the next tournament that will happen in the spring if it does come to that. So thank you very much for your support. So, the player here that we're playing against is SaneTrashed. I don't think I've played against them before. They are a Darkest player. They're playing the Halo comp. Quite an interesting Halo comp, a very aggressive one with the Gestion position too. And things are already looking a little bit dicey for me. They're not looking too dicey because they went for a stun first. I was actually plugging in my laptop's battery, so I didn't see if they actually tried to stun. But I think it was probably the flash one, but they somehow missed because, you know, the lack of dodge and all that. So they're actually going to try killing my antiquarian here, which is pretty smart. I did drop the rejuvenating vapors, but there's one little trick I can do, which is called Adder's Kiss. I can drop an Adder's Kiss on this Crusader, and now they can't really hit my antiquarian anymore. So we were prepared for this. One thing they could have gone for was just a mark for death into a shot. And then since they went first, they probably could have just... Wow, that's unlucky. They probably could have just dropped a finale immediately, and then things would be very, very nice for them. But right now, they can shoot my antiquarian, but do I really care if they shoot my antiquarian by moving to position 1? I mean, I care a little bit, but I feel like I have to do it anyway. Let's move to position 1, and even if they shoot the antiquarian here, I will just be able to drop a take cover and things will be perfectly okay. They're probably gonna try stunning her first, which definitely makes sense. But even then I can still drop, I can still heal myself with rejuvenating vapors, so I should be overall okay here. At least I think so. I might be doing a massive misplay, but probably that's not what's happening here. So how do I want to play this is the question. I could try just dropping an expose here. Could try going for a pull on the Arbalist, that could work. Let's go for a pull on the Arbalist. I kind of want to bring the antiquarian back a little bit, and it does work. That is very, very helpful, because now if they move back... that was a 50-50 by the way. Now if they move back, they probably won't have enough tempo to kill my antiquarian here, which I definitely very much appreciate. What are they doing? Oh, mark for death. Are they trying to do damage to the... Are they trying to do damage to the Shieldbreaker just by doing Bola? That's an interesting move, for sure. That is for sure a very interesting move. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and actually just drop a Dirk Stab on this Crusader, because I feel like we're focusing him down here first. I do have the Hemlock on this Jester, so we do blight him quite a bit. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this is the Winter Bliss DOT team. We have 2 Hemlocks between the Flashbolt and the Jester. We do a lot of DOT, and that's really what we want. And yeah, it looks like they are gonna go for that Reign of Sorrows. Do I want to drop it? I mean, they're gonna go for that bullet to deal plus damage to the Shieldbreaker. Even with the plus damage, there's no way they'll be able to, you know, crit me for 19. At most, they'll crit me for like 12, but that's the maximum they can do. That is if they hit, right? I have 50 dodge, so I'm not too preoccupied. And they do hit, and they do knock me around, but they don't knock me around the right way, so I'm still genuinely okay here. They have 2 damage buffs already, and they have Reaper Shroud, so that's a little bit on the scary side of things. They're gonna go for the stunning blow because they want to prevent my Serpent Sway, and it does work. It does indeed work. That's rough. That is very rough for me. I don't want to get finale'd, right? But even if I regen here, I still get finale'd, so that's not the best move. If I click here and regen, they just go Bola into a finish him, and then I die without finale pressure, without having you know, the finale being the thing that kills me. So if I die to a finale, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. But if I die to just good old finish him, and then they still have the finale here, it won't be very good for me at all. I must note that this isn't a great matchup between these teams, but wow, I'm getting very lucky with these dodges. Usually the Arbalist gets the crit 26 even if you have 40 dodge. I'm getting unbelievable amounts of lucky right here, and I am not gonna complain. I am absolutely not gonna complain. What do I want to do here? Just a harvest? A harvest would really hurt. Yeah, let's do it. Let's drop a harvest. That's gonna bring both those characters down to 0 HP very, very rapidly. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to sustain this. They're gonna have to start healing. Now what I really need to do is just keep all the characters alive as much as possible. They're gonna go for Come Hither here. Keep in mind that the Antiquarian is the character that you really, really need to stay alive with. So I'm gonna go ahead and click her, and I could even drop a... something else, but I'm just gonna drop this, take cover, and take it from there. They do get to go first, which is bad, because they will potentially just be able to get a kill here somehow, but no, I do still have to regen, so things are off for them. But this time they hit me with a crit. That's relatively lucky, because, you know, they are literally running on 90 accuracy versus 40 dodge, but they are gonna get that, and are they gonna go for the finale? They definitely have the numbers to go for the finale, and they do drop it. Interesting. I'll probably want to drop Rejuvenating Vapors now before anything bad happens. So let's go ahead and do that. Drop the Rejuvenation. The mark will go away, but the Arbalest isn't really in a position to shoot me right now. Now let's see if have I done enough pressure to win this match. That is ultimately the question here. She's gonna drop a bola, not actually enough to drop me, and okay, that's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying, but I guess I'll just live with your Circus. I'm just gonna go ahead and move back here. That's actually a crit heal. That's very nice. You're dropping down to 0. You're not. You are also not. You're taking 12. If I do 7, yeah, that's 7. Okay, good. Now he's dropping down to 0. That's quite helpful. Keep in mind that the Antiquarian is once again the finisher in this character, so she's the character that has to stay alive for this part of the game. Now it's round 4. Now the enemy's characters are all going to be dropping to 0 HP, and they have to start healing, because if they don't heal, they die, right? And if they die, then I get a massive advantage, because I still have a flashpoint in game, and I will just win after that. So they're gonna go for a heal on there, and I get to go for my action, which is definitely gonna be a punish for 3 on the Crusader. Lovely. And with this punish for 3, I was really hoping to do enough and then just finish him bang. But yep, not gonna happen, I guess. Not gonna happen. Could have gone for the Bounty Hunter instead. And they're actually gonna go uppercut. That's a little bit surprising. That is definitely a little bit surprising. Well, if they're gonna do that, I'm actually just gonna drop a Serpent Sway here and just react to what they want to do. I feel like a Serpent Sway here is perfectly fine. It's gonna make my Shield Breaker kind of impossible to kill right now with all the dodge and the H's she's got. So she's gonna be a constant thorn over here. And they can't click the Jester, which is probably what they want to do. They probably want to click the Jester, go Battle Belt, and just not let these characters drop to Death Star immediately. But yeah, I'm not going to let them do that, of course. So the Crusader is going to click, he's going to drop down to 0, and he's going to heal this Bounty Hunter. Now I have a little bit of a choice to make. I can either go Festering Vapors, I can go Regen again, or I can do something else. I think Festering Vapors might generally be my best play here, because it's probably going to drop everyone down to 0. And also gonna keep dropping this Jester down to 0, so I'm gonna do this. What they could generally do is just mark the Antiquarian, shoot the Antiquarian, and then kill her with the Dark Stab. But I'm hoping that they will miss, or they won't do enough damage. And if they don't get that, if they do not get that, it will be all over for them. There's also another big problem, which is the fact that after my Flashpoint moves forward, the Jester won't be able to kill me with a Dark Stab. Unless they go for a pull, but if they go for a pull, I won't move to position 1, of course, so they can't shoot me. But they go for a finish him, which is definitely a panic move. It feels like definitely a panic move, I think. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move to position 1. Nothing wrong with it. Now the Arbalest is gonna drop. She's gonna have to choose which character she wants to save, because one of them at least will be at Death's Door, so I'll probably try going for Death with Festering Vapors. Probably not immediately, I don't think. I might want to wait for 2 characters at Death's Door before I go for Festering Vapors. But yeah, she's gonna go for a bandage. Are you taking enough? No, you're not taking enough, Blight. Now he drops Battle Ballad, right? There's no world where he doesn't, so round 5 Battle Ballad from the chat through here. Very, very good stuff. And I might want to go Reign of Sorrows, but the biggest problem is I might die if I do that, so that's kind of bad. I don't want to die. I mean, I doubt I'll die, because their characters are all going to be at 0 HP, so they have to heal anyway. I feel like I can do this. I don't imagine this Crusader going for a stun anytime soon. So that's one Death's Door check. That's the Jester also dropping closer to 0. So that's very good for me. The only concern I have right now is that Bounty Hunter is actually not dropping to Death's Door. That's my one and only concern. They're probably going to heal here. Probably going to heal the Arbalest, at least that's what I would do. And they do heal the Arbalest. She heals for 5, but yeah, she's still going to drop to 0 HP. And now I'm just going to go ahead and drop either a Puncture or something else. What do I want to do here? My puncture could not do enough. This is more likely to do enough. Yeah, that's much more likely to do enough. Also closer to afflicting him, also giving me crit chance. Now the bounty hunter is also dropping down to 0, so one of their characters is going to be at this start here. I feel like what they should do is just try going for a pull and hope that they don't die. That's what they should try doing here. Try going for a pull, bait me into going festering vapors, and then hope that they don't die, and then they just win after that, something of the likes. That's probably what they're going to try doing. No, they go for a mark for death. The reason that's a bad place because I'm in position 4, so I'm really not in danger here. I can just go festering vapors. And I don't get the kill, I don't get the 50-50. That's quite unlucky. We failed 2 death blows already, but you know, such is the way of the Winter Bliss DOT. You don't have a bounty hunter that finish him. So you always have to take these risks, but we do get a hopeless there, so he might say no to a heal. If he does say no to a heal, that's the bounty hunter probably dead. Well, we're gonna go for a sniper shot here. It doesn't even do enough. That's amazing that it doesn't do enough. That is actually really, really good. I can't actually remember too well when the Jester died. Was it round 4? I think it was round 4. Or was it round 3? Probably round 4. I'm gonna go ahead and click. The mark is not gonna go away, but I'm gonna drop a... Wow, Festering Vapors, double 65 fail. Okay, this is how the cookie crumbles for the Shepherd Doggy, because now I don't think I can save this Antiquarian. Now she's probably gonna die. I failed 3 death blows already. That is actually horrible. Because now she's very likely to die here, and once the Antiquarian dies, things are horrible for you in this team, because you have no finishers, and your opponent is still going to have character advantage. So I'm very surprised they're actually trying to hit the Shieldbreaker here. I don't really understand the reasoning behind it, but what I should try doing is... decisions, right? Decisions... I want to drop a Reign of Sorrows, but at the same time I want to remove this Bounty Hunter action. I feel like dropping an expose here might be my best move. It's a bit risky, but I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, okay, another death blow fail. That's unbelievable. They're surviving so much. They are surviving so freaking much. And you are dropping to this store there. I wonder who he's gonna heal. Probably the Bounty Hunter, right? Just keep him alive. Please don't get a crit heal or something. Wow! Okay, 2 crit heals. Alright, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. Well, how do I wanna respond to that? Probably Reign of Sorrows here. Okay, that's 1 character gone, that's an Affliction too. Alright, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, but that's my Antiquarian probably dead here. Unless I get really lucky with these 2 Afflictions. Yeah, she's probably gonna die. Emphasis on probably. I really hope she survives. Okay, hopeless. That's self-hit. Not enough, sadly. What are you doing? Why uppercut? I have no idea why my opponent would drop uppercut here. That is very weird. Are they trying to go for Harvest? That is not a good play. I don't know what their idea was with that. They had a kill on Antiquarian. That's definitely what they had to do. Wow, they don't even do enough on there. Do I have enough for a heal? No, I don't. I might want to move back here. You only get Finale once. Let's be clear about that. I might want to move back here and just stay alive. That's probably my best move here. So let's go ahead and do that. As much as I want to drop Festering Vapors, we just have to do this. And yeah, this is really rough for my opponent. They could have killed the Antiquarian there, and then I wouldn't have a finisher character. They would probably still lose because I've dealt a lot of pressure so far, but then again, I'm not entirely sure. I do want to remind you that this team went 8-0 in the previous tournament, and yesterday the person that was talking to me about the team was like, okay, I went 8-0, Shep, try playing it yourself and see if you can make it go 10-0. And hopefully we do make that happen sometime. So you are still dropping down to 0 despite the crit heal, so that's very, very helpful for me. And now I have to make a little bit of a decision here. I think I will just go for a punish on this Crusader and try getting a death on him. Watch him go virtuous, just watch it. Watch him go. What he needs right now is vigorous, not courageous. As good as courageous is, it's not the best virtue for here, but no, he actually goes paranoid. So yeah, that should seal my opponent's fate, even though they went first with the Halo comp against the Winter Bliss DOT team, which is definitely a very favorable matchup. I will say their Jester was started in position 2, so they had a very aggressive Halo comp, but it didn't really pan out too well for them, but for a number of reasons, right? First and foremost being, you know, all the freaking misses that they've been getting. If only they put the Jester in position 3 and just had that battle balance round 1, I don't think they would have lost this, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Move forward, that's very good. That means that there's not gonna be a Holy Lance. I mean, that means there's not gonna be a Stunning Blow. And now you actually give me my healing. Well, you know what's coming, right? You do know what's coming. The triple death blow. 50, okay, 65, 95, and 50. Just one? Seriously? The Antiquarian has disappointed me so much today. But yeah, that is the Jester gone, that is the Bounty Hunter gone, and the Crusader is now in position 3. So he cannot win the match anymore, of course, because, you know, there's Flash on Shieldbreaker, there's all the tankiness. I could just go Serpent Sway. I could just go Serpent Sway into different stuff here, but of course I'm not going to do that. So yeah, once again, thank you so much everyone for the donations. Of course, your names will most likely show up in the tournament stream as well as a massive thank you. And the donation rolls are also being awarded already in both the relevant servers. So the tournament challenge link has actually opened already, so you can register for the tournament too. So if you do want to do that, it will be in the description as well. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!